Aditya. Okay, two more has to come. Femina. Everyone is here. Please. So only who has to join? Anila Mohanan. Huh? She is absent. The others are there. And Femina. King. Okay, children, I think we can continue. Yesterday, we are discussing about how to calculate the income tax, isn't it? Income tax. Calculation of income tax. Okay. So just recall what are the sections coming under ATC, ATE and all. Okay. So income tax. Okay. Assessment year. What is meant by assessment year? The year after the financial year, we call it as assessment year. Then gross income. Gross income is total income earned from all the sources only, we call it as gross income. Then exemptions and deductions are there. Exceptions. Okay. HRA and standard deduction is there for all salaried persons. Then under ATC, there is a deduction up to 1.5 lakh. There is a deduction up to 1.5 lakh. Here we have equal life insurance premium, equity linked savings scheme, employees provident fund, general provident fund, PPF, national serving certificate and national pension scheme. For all those things will be getting a deduction. And okay, all these things together, when you add up all those things, it should not exceed 1.5 lakh. So maximum 1.5 lakh only will be given deduction. Under ATD, medical insurance is there, and that is up to 25,000. Interest on home loan. So home loan, yesterday we did the second question. The second question was based on the home loan. So those who are taken home loan can get a deduction up to 2 lakh. 2 lakh for interest. So for the interest, maximum 2 lakh will be given. Then deduction under ATE. So that is the educational loan. And it is up to 8 years. Deductions under ATG. Deductions under ATG means the charity. Okay, if you give the donations and all for Prime Minister's Relief Fund, Chief Minister's Relief Fund and all. So it will be, okay, it will be given with reduction. Then ATTTA means, suppose we have some other savings account. From the savings account, if you are getting interest up to 10,000, we will be getting a deduction. So all the deduction will be subtracted from the gross income and we will get the net income, taxable income. So taxable income is gross income minus sum of all exceptions and deductions. Then we had 2 slabs. Okay, income tax is calculated based on the 2 slabs. One is for below 60 years and other one is above 60 years. We call it the senior citizens. After calculating the taxable income, we will calculate the tax according to this slab. Okay, and if the taxable income is less than, if it is up to 5 lakh, so you will be getting a tax rebate of 12,500. Okay, after deducing this rebate and all, finally what we will do? For the tax, we will 4% health and educational cess is calculated. That is added with the tax. Is it okay? Are you able to recall this method? Anjo, check the board number. Okay, children, is it clear? Is it okay? So what is the method to calculate? So the method to calculate is find the gross income. First you find the gross income. Subtract the exemptions, HRA and standard deduction from the gross income. Subtract all the deductions under different sections such as 80C, 80D, 80E and 80G from the balance obtained to obtain the taxable income. Calculate the income tax on taxable income. Subtract tax relief under section 87A. If eligible, if possible only he will be given with a tax relief. Otherwise, no. Then finally, we will calculate 4% of the income tax obtained, that is, which is the health and educational cess. Yesterday we did 2 questions. Hope you are able to recall all the terms. Is it okay? Annette, Karthik? Okay, I can understand. Okay, children. Now, copy the second question. Those are copied. Please wait. Others, copy the second question. Copy the question. In financial year 2019-20, the gross salary of Sanjay, whose age is given as 29 years, was 8,50,000 exclusive of HRA. He deposited rupees 9,200 per month in GPF and paid rupees 43,000 as life insurance premium. He donated rupees 25,000 in Prime Minister's National Relief Fund. He took a home loan for 24 lakh from the State Bank of India and paid rupees 76,000 as interest on home loan and 20,000 as principal of home loan. Calculate his income tax at the end of the financial year. Okay. Copied the question? Annette, copy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now listen, children. Okay? Listen. So it is given that gross income, total income is 8,50,000. HRA is already not included, so no need to subtract. If HRA is there, means first we should subtract that one. Then standard deduction 50,000. It is for all salaried person. So you are subtracting 50,000, so you will get 8 lakh. Then, okay. Then next, what is given here? We are deducing the amount given for the Prime Minister's National Relief Fund. It is 25,000, and home loan of 24,000 from SBI, and he is paying rupees 76,000. Home loan interest, okay, 2 lakhs, till 2 lakhs, this reduction will be allowed. So here it is 25,000, 76,000 for interest, home loan interest. So we are subtracting all those things. All these things comes under 80G and section 24. The next is deduction under 80C. In 80C, insurance, life insurance premium 43,000. Amount in GPF, it is 12. For 1 month, he is paying 9,200. So 9,200 into 12. Then the principal of home loan 20,000. So when you add up all those things, it is 1,73,000. But under 80C, to a maximum of 1,50,000 only is allowed. So from this gross, from this income, 6,999, we are subtracting 1,50,000. So we are getting 5,49,000. This is the taxable income. This is a taxable income. So if you look at this amount, taxable income, it lies in the slab. In which slab it is lying? Aditya, 5,49,000. It lies in the slab. Which slab? Which slab you will select? Aparna, whether you copied this slab?
Ma'am, third one.
Third one. Third one means?
third one.
Hmm.
5 lakh 1 to 10 lakh.
5 lakh to 10 lakh. So it is 12,500 plus 20% of the income exceeding 5 lakh. 20% of the income exceeding 5 lakh. So from 5 lakh 28,000 you subtract 5 lakh. So you'll get 28,000. So for the 28,000 you find out what is 20%. Okay, find out what is the 20%. So that's how we are calculating here. So 12,500 plus 20% of 49,000. So it is 9,800. We are adding, so we'll get 22,300. So this is the income tax. Now you look at the taxable income. If the taxable income is up to 5 lakh, if the taxable income is up to 5 lakh, you will get a tax rebate of rupees 12,500. If the taxable income, Aparna, is it clear? If the taxable income is up to 5 lakh, means you will get a tax reduction of rupees 12,500. But look at the taxable income here, it is 5 lakh 49,000. It is exceeding the limits. So no reduction will be given. So the whole amount he has to pay. So with this amount, we have to calculate the educational, sorry, not educational, health cess, health and educational cess, that is 4%, 4% of 22,300. So it is 892. When you add these two, you will get the total income. That is the total income tax.
Ma'am, can you show the previous page?
1 second. Okay. So don't copy it. Okay, just do it and check your answer. Do this one and check your answer. When you write this, write like this. Okay, look at all the equal to's are there coming in a single line, so you can understand. Is it coming as a straight in a single row? It is coming, isn't it? So it will be need to understand what you are doing. What is it? And being accountancy students, you know how to do the calculations and all, isn't it? It will be in a neat format. Okay, if you look in the tally sheet, accountancy sheets and all, you'll be following one particular format. The same way only here also. Okay, all the equal to's will come so that you can easily understand what all the things we are adding, what all the things we are subtracting. Finished? Shubham, is it over, Shubham? Shubham, do you understand how to calculate this tax? This question, is it clear? Second one? Shubham. Okay, Shubham. Is it over, Tomlin? Finished?
No, last. Now write the next question, children. Write the third question. New tax regime, we didn't go through it. Now, write this question. In the financial year 2019-20, write the question. In financial year 2019-20, Ramu's age 42. Okay, write within the bracket. Age you write within the bracket. Total salary was 6,43,000. Total salary was 6,43,000 exclusive of HRA. Exclusive of HRA. He deposited rupees 7,250 per month. He deposited rupees 7,250 per month in NPS. And paid rupees 24,000 as tuition fee of 2 children. And paid rupees 24,000 as tuition fee of 2 children. And paid rupees 24,000 as tuition fee of 2 children. He also paid rupees 15,600 as LIC premium. He also paid 15,600 as LIC premium. He also paid 15,600 as LIC premium. He purchased NSC. NSC means National Savings Certificate. Okay? NSC, National Savings Certificate of rupees 20,000 in the same financial year. He purchased NSC of rupees 20,000 in the same financial year. Calculate his income tax at the end of the financial year. Calculate his income tax at the end of the financial year. So in the financial year 2019-20, Ramu's total salary is 6,43,000. He deposited rupees 7,250 per month. Okay, for 1 month, 7,250 in NPS and paid rupees 24,000 as tuition fee of 2 children. He also paid rupees 15,600 as LIC premium. He purchased NSC of 20,000 in the same financial year. Calculate his income tax at the end of the financial year. Okay. So what is the gross income? Okay, so you write the steps and proceed. So what's the first thing you'll be writing here? The gross income. What is the gross income? So the gross income is equal to rupees 6,43,000. Then what is the next step? Is there HRA is there? No, isn't it? No other income he is having, only this is the income. So for all the salaried person, what is there? We have standard deduction is there, isn't it? So standard deduction of 50,000. So it's subtracted. So you will get the amount. You subtract the 50,000 rupees. So you'll get the balance. So it will be the balance from 6,43,000. If you subtract 50,000, what you will get?
5,93,000.
5,93,000. It is 5,93,000. Now look at the rest things. He deposited rupees 7,250 in NPS, 24,000 as tuition fee, and 15,600 as LIC premium, and 20,000 in NSC. See, all these things will come under the category deductions under 80C, isn't it? So all these things will be coming under the section deductions under 80C. So the first one is depositing rupees 7,250 per month in NPS. So in NPS, how much amount he is depositing? 7,250 into 12. So what is the amount? Write the amount. Then LIC premium, how much he is paying? LIC Then tuition fee. Tuition fee. Then NSC. So what is NPS? What is the amount paid towards NPS?
87,000.
87,000. Then the next one for LIC premium, it is 15,600, isn't it? Then tuition fee, 24,000. Then NSC 20,000, I think. Okay. So you add all those things. See, all those things when you add, you will get the total deductions, isn't it? Under 80C. Add it and tell me what is the amount you will get. What is the total deduction?
1,46,600.
1,46,600. Okay. So this is the total we are getting. Now children, under 80C, what is the maximum amount allowed for deduction? What is given then? What is the maximum amount allowed? Under 80C? 1,50,000. So here it is 1,46,000. So this full amount we can deduct from the balance. Okay, from the balance we can deduct. So what will be the less deductions under 80C? Under 80C, you can reduce this deduction. So 5,93,000. From there you can subtract 1,46,000. So you will get what is the balance. So this is the taxable income. So what is the taxable income?
Four lakh 47,000.
Can you repeat? 4 lakh?
4,47,000.
47,000.
Ma'am,
Yes.
total is 1,46,600.
Yes. So here it is 600, isn't it? So it will become 4. So it is 6. So it is 4,46,400. So this is the taxable income. Okay. So now go through, use your slab and find out, and okay, which slab you will be using here. It is which slab you will use here. Four lakh 46,000, isn't it? 4,46,000 means it is from 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, isn't it? So it is 5% of the taxable income. 5% of the taxable income exceeding 2,50,000. So the income tax is 5% of 4,46,400 minus 2,50,000, isn't it? We want to find the amount exceeding 2,50,000. Exceeding 2,50,000. So we are subtracting 2,50,000 from this one and find out what is the income tax. So what is the income tax you will get? So what is the taxable income? What is the income tax you will get? What is 5% of? This is same as 5% of. When you subtract it, what is the answer? Annette. Aishwarya.
1,96,400.
1,96,400. So calculate it. 5 by 100 of
9,820.
9,820. It is 9,820. Now, under section 87A, we have the tax rebate, isn't it? How, okay, tax rebate of rupees 12,500 is given if the taxable income is up to 5 lakh. If the taxable income is up to 5 lakh. So here the income tax is rupees 9,820. So, and here what is given? 12,500, a rebate is given, isn't it? So here, whether what is his name? Ramu, whether Ramu will be paying any income tax here. Okay. So net income tax will be 0. Why? Why the income tax is becoming 0 here? Under section 87A, up to 5 lakh, 12,500 tax rebate is there. So, and look at the amount he is giving. He is having only 9,820, which is less than. So, no need of paying the income tax. So, here, Ramu is not liable to pay any income tax. Okay, Ramu is not liable to pay any income tax. Ah, yes.
Ma'am, under what value we should not pay the income tax? 5 lakh.
If it is less than or equal to 5 lakh. Look at here. Okay, 1 second. Here, okay, tax rebate under section 87A. Under the table, can you see that one? Section 87A
Yes,
provides tax relief to individual taxpayers whose taxable income does not exceed specific amount. And this year, not this year, last year, 2019-20, it is given up to 5 lakh. Taxable income is up to 5 lakh means he will get a tax rebate of 12,500. Okay. So here, the tax we are getting us 9,200 and something. So no need to pay the tax. Tax rebate is there. Is it clear, Aparna?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Aditya, Satyan, is it okay? Here we are not calculating. Here we are, sorry, here. Although we are calculating the tax, finally, what is the conclusion we are saying here? Ramu is not liable to pay any income tax because under the section 87A, he will get a rebate. Tax reduction is there. So, your net income tax is 0. Okay. Is it okay? Aditya, Satyan?
Yes, ma'am.
So the thing you have to notice here, which all the things comes under section 80C. That one it should be clear, more clear. Which all the things comes under 80C, section 80C. We have to add up all those things. Okay, EPF, ELSS, GPF, principal payment of home loan, tuition fee, PPF account, national saving certificate, national pension scheme. All these things comes under 80C. And when you add up all these amounts to a maximum deduction of 1.5 lakh only is allowed. 1.5 lakh is allowed. So that one you have to note it. Okay, note down which all the deductions comes under 80C. Okay, principal payment of home loan comes under 80C. But interest comes under separate section, that is up to, that is in 80E. Sorry, 80E is educational. Under section 24. Under section 24, up to 2 lakh interest home loan. Under section 24. Deduction up to 2 lakh for interest on home loan. Note down all those things. So from the gross income, you have to subtract all the deductions. So you will get the taxable income. From the taxable income, you find out the tax using the slab given there. Okay. Okay, children. So the next period is also max. Okay, the next period you are going to learn in the next set. Okay, next. So that time, listen. Here we are going to learn according to the budget 2020-21. Some changes are there. So based on that, we are going to calculate. Okay. So this problems we did based on the slab given for the year 2019-20. The next one is for the year 2021. Based on the slab, we are going to do. Okay, children. Meet you in the next period. Okay.